11th. Visit ac1170am.com for details.
Little genius, the little genius kid. Little genius, the little genius kid. Little genius, the little genius kid. Little genius, I'm the little genius kid. Little genius, 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 I'm the little genius kid. Come on, mom, it's time to go. I'm ready to pop and rock the show. My brain is wired, the neurons fired. I wanna learn and I wanna grow. Come on, dad, it's time to play. I'm ready to learn, so don't delay. Minutes are ticking, my brain is clicking. So off to school, we're on our way. Babies, toddlers, kids galore. The little genius kid is where we'll score. Moms can chill and surf the net. Chat, make friends, or nap, you bet. Dad can read a paper or two. Solve a puzzle, figure a clue. So come on, no need to think. My brain is wired to connect and sync. Read, sing, dance and learn. Excessive energy is what I'll burn. So off to the little genius kid. See the results, you'll be glad you did. Little genius, the little genius kid. Little genius, the little genius kid. Little genius, the little genius kid. Little genius, I'm the little genius kid. Little genius, the little genius kid. Little genius, the little genius kid. Little genius, the little genius kid. Little genius.
Hello everyone, and thanks for tuning in tonight. We are back again, the best part of the week, Thursday night, 8 o'clock p.m. with Genius Kids on Air, a show for kids and by kids, being brought to you by Genius Kids. I'm Miss Renu, the founder of Genius Kids. The purpose of our weekly show is to encourage children to speak out without fear, express their thoughts and ideas, share their views, share a few laughs with you, and tons of news. If your child would like to be part of our reporting gurus, as we call them, give me a call at 510-364-4033. For those who don't know, Genius Kids is now a national franchise. Genius Kids caters to the parent who wants the best for their child. That parent who seeks to shape tomorrow's citizens. A parent who wants a well-rounded child who can excel in academics, sports, music, arts and crafts, and the most important life skill, communication and public speaking. We've been rated Best of the East Bay in Services by the East Bay Express publication as the most likely place to find a Silicon Valley inventor. We were also selected from over 75,000 innovative business ideas in the country by Time Warner to be featured on CNNMoney.com as business visionaries who dare to dream. We have also won several awards globally, nationally and locally, including being featured on Cron 4 and NBC television. Genius Kids believes that in order to survive in today's fast-paced, ever-changing world, we need to create confident, happy and successful citizens who will become future leaders. Our children are our future, and their brains are like super engines waiting to be fired and ignited. Genius Kids is that instrument of ignition and inspiration which has to be applied at the right time, which is between the ages of birth and age 6. We have campuses all over the Bay Area. 3 campuses in the Fremont Ardenwood area, a campus in Fremont Mission, Central Fremont, and right next to the Fremont BART station. We have a beautiful campus in San Ramon and an upcoming campus in Newark by New Park Mall, and of course on San Antonio Road in Palo Alto, and very soon in Pleasanton and Dublin. We offer full-time and part-time daycare and cater to infants, toddlers, preschoolers, pre-kindergarten, kindergarten, and of course after school from kindergarten to the 6th grade. We have special programs to prepare children for GATE. Our summer camps are out of this world with a combination of sports, academics, and the best public speaking program you can imagine. So if you want to get more information, give us a call at 510-713-2431. That's 510-713-2431, or visit GeniusKidsOnline.com. Now be sure to stay tuned if you want to meet and hear our very own students report to you with oozing confidence, communication, and personality. We'll be right back with messages from our sponsors.
Tune in to financial planner, investment advisor Raj Budwal's interactive talk show Bay Area Third Eye every Thursday at 6 p.m. for all your financial needs, be it financial planning, real estate, insurance, retirement, or estate planning. Turn to the services of Raj Budwal of Budwal & Associates. You can call him at 408-835-0202 or email him at 835-0202@gmail.com. Listen to Raj Budwal's Bay Area Third Eye every Thursday at 6 p.m.
Hey, I'm a busy gal. Busy at work, busy at home, busy at play. The last thing I need is to go to the dentist, find out I need a crown or something, and then have to come back 3 weeks later to get it done. That's why I love Panu Dental Group. I'm talking single-day CEREC crowns with digital molds. It's state-of-the-art. No mess, no sticky molds, no temporary crowns. And there's more. They can do dental implants in just one day. Panu Dental gives you teeth in a day. Perfect for a busy gal like me.
Visit PanuDental.com for information on single-day dentistry options. That's PanuDental.com. Whether it's dental implants, ceramic restoration, or wisdom teeth surgery, we'll get you out in a single visit. Panu Dental Group, your multi-specialty family dentist. Visit PanuDental.com. San Jose, Fremont, Cupertino, and Dublin. Call 800-360-9250. 800-360-9250. A free consultation is required to check if you qualify. Call 800-360-9250.
When the best of the best come together, what do you get? Well, nothing but the best. Genius Kids and Andaz Television with exclusive media sponsor KLOK 1170 AM brings you the second annual Discovering Shining Stars 2013 Talent Showcase and Competition for ages 3 to 17 at the new Genius Kids campus in Palo Alto at 569 San Antonio Road on Saturday, January the 19th, 2013. If you have a talented child that loves to sing or dance or play a musical instrument or maybe cartwheel and spin in the air, maybe they excel at public speaking or have a knack at Lego building, maybe you have a Picasso in the making who can draw and paint amazing creations, maybe you're a dance teacher and would like to feature your students on stage. Competition segments include singing, dancing, both solo and group performances, public speaking, painting and drawing, Lego robotics, and of course that special segment for the unique talent for gymnastics, buddies and musicians. Limited entries for each segment. Winners from each category will be featured on Andaz Television worldwide on Sony Entertainment TV Asia. For more information, call 510-364-4033 or visit GeniusKidsOnline.com or KLOK1170am.com.
कदी ते हसबान वे न जिंद साडी रोन वे कदी ते हसबान वे न जिंद साडी रोन वे.
Hello everyone and good evening, and that's right, we're back. This is Miss Renu from Genius Kids bringing you the best show on the best radio station. Today we have a very, very exciting show for you because today we are going to educate the community about the upcoming elections. And very simply, we want to introduce you to who we feel is going to be one of the best candidates, if not actually the best candidate for Fremont. So before any further ado, let me have one of my amazing Genius Kids, Deeta, introduce our first official guest on our show today. Hi, Deeta. How are you? Hello. Hi, Deeta. Can you hear me? I hope everyone's there. Hello. I'm going to call back. Seems like I may have lost everyone.
I'm here, Miss Renu.
Oh, are you there, Anu? Okay. Yeah. I was waiting for Deeta. I guess we had a little technical hitch over there, but anyway. So, Anu, thanks for being on the show. I'm going to wait for Deeta to come back on air because she had prepared a very special introduction for you, and I hope she's there. But for those who've just tuned in, we're about to introduce and, of course, speak to our current Vice Mayor of Fremont, who is also standing for the elections to become the Mayor of Fremont, and Genius Kids and all my wonderful parents and, of course, my amazing students, big supporters of Anu Natarajan. And I'm hoping that Deeta is back on air, others we will move on with the interview. So is she back on air? Let me see. All right. Hi, Deeta. I guess we have lost her. So for those who've just tuned in, a little background about Anu. Anu is a longtime resident of Fremont and also a parent, an ex-parent and former parent of Genius Kids. Currently the Vice Mayor of Fremont, Anu is an experienced city planner and architect and has used a wide range of skills to advocate for Fremont neighborhood on the city council. She has the vision to help realize that Fremont is a promising future by making Fremont a hub for green technology and the best place in the Bay Area for families to live and work and for our children to go to school. So, Anu, welcome to our show.
Thank you very much for having me.
Good. Can you speak a little louder, Anu? You can barely hear you, so you need to be maybe a little louder.
Sure. Can you hear me?
Okay. So, Anu, you know what? I don't want to take this opportunity away from Deeta. I believe Deeta is back on air. So, Deeta, are you there? I think she's having a technical difficulty, but anyway. Ashmit, are you online?
Here.
Hi, Ashmit, are you there?
This is Deeta.
Oh, is Deeta there? Hi, Deeta, are you on air?
Yes, Miss Renu.
Hi, what happened to you? You disappeared. Okay, so Dita, I'd like you to go ahead and give Anu Natarajan an introduction from Genius Kids. Okay, can you speak louder? We can't hear you.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. I am Deepa, your book and movie guru. However, this week, instead of talking about my favorite book and movie, I am going to talk about the most favorite candidate for the position of Mayor of Fremont, our very own Anu Natarajan. Although Anu needs no introduction, since she is a mom of a former...
Hello? Hi, Anu, are you on air? Seems like we're having a lot of technical difficulty.
Do you have a talented singer, dancer, actor, gymnast, Lego robotic builder, artist, painter, scientist, or maybe a public speaker? Would you like to share your child's talent with the world? Would you like your child featured worldwide on a global television network? Well, this is your chance. In celebration of the grand opening for Genius Kids' new campus in Palo Alto, located at 569 San Antonio Road, Genius Kids and Andaz TV present the second annual Discovering Shining Stars Talent Showcase and Competition. Saturday, October 27, 2012, the show and winners in each category will be featured on Andaz TV, shown worldwide on Sony TV Asia. For more information, call 510-364-4033. That's 510-364-4033. Or to enroll at Genius Kids in Palo Alto, give us a call at 510-364-4033.
Hello and welcome back. And for those who've just tuned in, I apologize. We're having a few technical difficulties, so we hope to bring the show back again. So I hope all my Genius Kids are online. Ashmit, Dita, you guys are online?
Yes, I'm here.
So just be patient. We're having technical difficulties, but we're going to show everyone we can get through this. We're just waiting for Anu to come on air too. I think she is on air. So
I'm
again,
back.
apologies. Okay, thanks, Anu. For apologies for those who've just tuned in. There was a major issue with the telephone. So we're back on air. So Dita, go ahead and introduce and welcome our wonderful guest, Anu Natarajan.
Good evening, everyone. I am Deepa, a book and movie guru. However, this week, instead of talking about my favorite book and movie, I am going to talk about the most favorite candidate for the position of Mayor of Fremont, our very own Anu Natarajan. Although Anu needs no introduction, since she is a mom of a former Genius Kids-Onair, I would like to share some of her experiences with you. Currently, the Vice Mayor of Fremont, Anu Natarajan, is an experienced city planner and an architect and has used her wide-ranging skills to advocate for Fremont neighborhoods on the city council. She has the vision to help realize Fremont's promising future by making Fremont a hub for green technology, the best place in Bay Area for families to live and work, and for our children to go to school. Anu has been an independent voice on the city council, asking the tough questions on behalf of Fremont's residents and realizing the merits of each issue before casting her vote. At times, she has been the sole vote in opposition to that were not best for the city and its residents. Anu believes that principled leadership in government is based on consensus building and community engagement. So everyone tuned in right after this show, log on to anuforfremont.com and contribute to her campaign and be sure to vote for her. Now here is Anu.
Hi, Anu.
Dita, that was probably the best introduction I've ever had. Thank you.
Thank you, Anu, and welcome to our show. And I do apologize for the technical difficulty we had there, but it looks like Dita and the rest of my team has managed to overcome it. So welcome to our show.
And she more than made up for the technical difficulties with that wonderful introduction.
Yes. Then Dita, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is only 7 years old. So you see, Anu, you have some very upcoming young supporters behind you.
That's wonderful.
Yes. So anyway, Anu, I wanted to do something a little different. I know you've had so many amazing endorsements, for example, by Kamala Harris and, of course, several people, and you've always been interviewed by adults, and I thought we would do something a little different on our show today and have my Genius Kids do your interview. So my first student is Ashmit, who would like to ask you a few questions, if that's okay with you.
Oh, that's absolutely great.
Okay. Hi, Ashmit. How are you?
Hi, Miss. I'm good. How are you today?
I'm doing very well. So you all ready to tackle Anu Natarajan?
Yes.
So go ahead.
Hello, Miss Natarajan. I'm Ashmit. How are you today?
Good, Ashmit. How are you?
I'm doing great. I would like to ask you some questions. Are you ready?
I think I am. Go ahead.
My first question is, when did you begin in Fremont politics, and what position or level did you start at?
I started in politics probably about 7 years ago. I was appointed to the Planning Commission in Fremont, and that's a body that is appointed and takes a look at all of the projects that come before the city, housing projects, retail, shopping centers, and approves these projects for the city. And then I got onto the city council about 7 years ago and have been vice mayor twice, and I think that was the beginning of my political career.
Wow, you are a big role model for all our fellow young listeners, aren't you?
I hope I am, and I hope you consider running for office one day.
Yes,
my next question is, what the areas of contribution do you feel you have made to the city already?
Another great question. My passion is, as was mentioned earlier by Dita, architecture and city planning. Those are the skills that I bring to the table, and Fremont's always been a well-planned city, and so I think the part that I contributed is with the community to plan what the city looks like over the next 20 years. So we've defined a vision for the community for the next 20 years of how we want to grow, where we want to grow, what do we want to look like. And so that's probably the biggest thing that I would attribute my experience and skills to. The second thing, Smith, is community engagement. I don't know if you know, but Fremont has people from 150 countries that come here and call Fremont home. And for all of us to live together and understand each other's cultures and traditions is amazing. It's almost like the entire world is living in one city. And so what I want to do is to build on that, make sure that we have a sense of community pride, and we get together as a community to do great things for Fremont. That's the second thing that I've done in the past, and I want to continue to do in the future. And the third thing is to try and attract businesses from Silicon Valley, have Fremont become a leader in having more technology businesses, small businesses, creating a downtown. So those are some of the things that I've worked on and will continue to work on.
That's great, Ms. Natarajan. Well, thank you for all your hard work, for all your contribution for the community, and for making Fremont City a great place for all of us. It has been an honor for me to talk to you here on the radio, and I wish you very best for this election and for all the future endeavors. Thank you, Ms. Natarajan.
The honor is all mine. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashmit, and thank you, Anu. And, of course, for those who've just tuned in and you're wondering what is going on the radio right now, we have Genius Kids interviewing who I feel is going to be, if for sure, the next mayor of Fremont. This is Anu Natarajan on the radio, the current mayor. And my Genius Kids are actually currently asking her questions about her campaign and about her experience in politics, and we'll be right back after this quick message for Rahul to take over and discuss a little bit more with Anu, so just stay tuned.
Do you have a talented singer, dancer, actor, gymnast, Lego robotic builder, artist, painter, scientist, or maybe a public speaker? Would you like to share your child's talent with the world? Would you like your child featured worldwide on a global television network? Well, this is your chance. In celebration of the grand opening for Genius Kids' new campus in Palo Alto, located at 569 San Antonio Road, Genius Kids and Andaz TV present the second annual Discovering Shining Stars Talent Showcase and Competition. Saturday, October 27, 2012, the show and winners in each category will be featured on Andaz TV, shown worldwide on Sony TV Asia. For more information, call 510-364-4033. That's 510-364-4033. Or to enroll at Genius Kids in Palo Alto, give us a call at 510-364-4033.
Hello and welcome back. And for those who've just tuned in, you're listening to Genius Kids on Air, being brought to you every Thursday night at 8 o'clock by Genius Kids, and I'm Miss Renu. And today we're interviewing Anu Natarajan, who is the current Vice Mayor of Fremont and hopefully the next Mayor of Fremont. And for those who've got some time for the next few weeks, Anu needs a lot of support and help in her campaign. So whether you have a few hours or a few days each week, your participation will help her in any way. So do give her a call after the show if you like. Actually, go to our website, anu4fremont.com. That's anu4fremont.com, and volunteer your time. And now we'll continue the show with Rahul, who'd like to ask some questions. And Rahul is actually one of the volunteers at our office over the weekend. Hi, Rahul. How are you?
Hi, Mr. Anu. How are you?
Very good. Can you speak a little louder, honey? How is your week?
Hello,
been?
Mr.
Been busy?
Hello, Miss Renu.
Hi. Have you been busy?
Yes, I had a little homework due today.
Great.
But I got that done.
Great. Well, I know you're very excited to interview Anu, so go ahead.
Hello, Miss Anu. My name is Rahul. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. So as you know, I have a couple of questions to ask you, which I'm sure some of our KLOK listeners will be wanting to ask you too. And all you have to do is answer the questions. Are you ready?
I am.
Okay. First question. What is your vision for the city of Fremont now as the next mayor of Fremont?
My vision is to make Fremont a regional leader in the Bay Area. As the listeners know, Fremont is the fourth largest city in the Bay Area with a population of over 220,000. I want to make Fremont a very healthy and sustainable community, make sure that we've got transportation options so people can get out of their cars, ride their bikes, get to school, walk to school, make sure we have community gardens, are able to do a lot of playing and walking around, and also want to make Fremont a regional leader in advanced manufacturing. We've got a lot of green technology businesses that are located here already, and I want to make sure that we build on that and attract more businesses to Fremont. I also want to make sure that we create a downtown. We've been talking about the downtown. It's likely to happen fairly quickly, is to create that sense of a center, the heart of the community, with a civic center, with a civic plaza, with restaurants, shopping opportunities, bookstores. So everybody has something to do in the downtown. So that's something that I really would like to focus on and get done fairly quickly.
Wow, so you have a lot of plans for Fremont. I can't wait to see downtown Fremont.
I hope you see it soon.
Second question. As kids, we look to people who will make a difference in the educational system. How should I, a young boy at 12, become your supporter and leader?
In terms of focus on education, I couldn't agree with you more, Rahul. As you know, I have a young daughter, another product of Genius Kids, and education is a priority. I work very closely with the school board here to make sure that Fremont's great school system continues to be great. We understand that a lot of families move to Fremont because of the fine schools that we have, so education will continue to be a priority. One of the things that I'd like to do with this campaign, and Rahul, you've been part of it, and thank you for coming to our campaign headquarters and volunteering. I know you had fun, is for young kids and young adults to be part of something different, to get out of your comfort zone. I know Ms. Reno teaches each one of you public speaking. This is an opportunity for you to practice public speaking, is talking to people on the telephone, telling them why they should vote for me, going around and knocking on doors and talking to people, which is called precinct walking. And so as uncomfortable as it is, I think once you've done it a couple of times, you absolutely enjoy doing it. And it's a great learning experience, not only in terms of how a campaign is run, in terms of what city governance and city government is all about. It's a lesson in social studies. You also interact with a lot of people from the community, so you understand what people's passions are, what people want to do. And the talking and the public speaking itself is a great experience. And maybe, Rahul, you can talk about what your experience was when you came to the office and made some phone calls.
Oh, yeah,
yes,
Rahul, actually, I know you've been volunteering some of your time on weekends. How has that experience been?
Well, it was very fun, and it was also quite an experience since I was helping one of the people who was running as for mayor of Fremont.
What were some of the things you were doing at Anu's office? Maybe other the kids who are listening can also consider coming in and helping. What were some of the things you were doing?
Well, one of the main things that I did was data entry, but they also taught me how to make signs and also mark each house as its own label.
Excellent. Very good. Well, thank you, Rahul, so much. In closing, what would you like to say to Anu?
Well, I just want to thank you, Miss Anu, for coming to this interview, and I wish you best of luck in this campaign.
Thank you, Rahul.
Thank you, Rahul. And Anu, you know, it's been so wonderful as always to always be your supporter. You've been a parent at my school. You're a dear friend, and of course, having you always support all my events. So in closing, Anu, what would you like to say to all our listeners? Because we're just a few weeks away from the elections. What would you like to say?
Renu, I want to thank you for what you do. As much as anybody else, you are such a role model to all of the kids. Everything you do and the focus that you have on ground development. And I'd like to take that to the next level in terms of actual providing some experience for volunteers who want to come in and help out. On a campaign like this, which is a tight race, and again, as you said, 10 days left, what we need absolutely is volunteers. Our efforts are fueled by volunteers, community members getting involved. We have to walk to 30 different neighborhoods this weekend and knock on doors and talk to people. And so we are looking for 50 to 60 volunteers to come and help us on Saturday and Sunday. And so my request to the listeners, for anybody that's either interested or has the time to put in 2 hours, 5 hours, however much time you have, to come and help with this campaign. Get involved in the communities that you live in. It doesn't have to be just my campaign, but just get involved in the communities you live in and become part of the process which defines the future, not just for us, but for our kids as well.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Anu. As I said, it's always a pleasure to have you on our show, and thank you. And for those who were listening in, this was Genius Kids being brought to you every Thursday night at 8 o'clock on the best radio station, KLOK 1170M. And today our show was quite unusual. Our students got an opportunity to interview the Vice Mayor of Fremont, Anu Natarajan, who we're all hoping and voting for, and hope that she will be the next Mayor of Fremont, because Fremont needs someone like Anu. And on that note, sorry about the technical difficulties we had earlier, but I know Swami, our amazing board operator, saved us from that. And until next time, happy Dussehra and have a wonderful week. And thank you all.
Accelerated learning methodologies were developed because we live in a world with the ability to absorb information rapidly, to think logically and with creativity are now becoming very important life skills that everyone should have. Accelerated learning results in innovative approach to motivate learners to use multiple intelligence techniques, making learning easy and quick, and you'll retain more. We believe in the concept of see, hear, say and do, where the retention is 90% compared to 20%. Remember, each human has more than one learning style. Genius Kids is the original and first learning center to offer this exciting method of teaching. Catering to ages infants through to age 12, our programs, which include both full-time and part-time care for all ages, create future leaders. There are many wannabe Steve Jobs, but there was only one Steve Jobs. There are many wannabe Amitabh Bachchans, but there is only one Big B. There are many wannabe Genius Kids, but only the original Genius Kid campuses can offer you the results you seek. So if you're a parent that does not count their pennies and truly wants the best for their child, then give us a call at 510-713-2431. That's 510-713-2431, or visit GeniusKidsOnline.com. Remember, the principal mark of a genius is not perfection, but originality.